Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show y'all the dinner that I am preparing tonight. I have 2 sweet potatoes, some Brussels sprouts, and a canned ham. I have been baking it on 350. I did turn the oven up to 400 just so that I could get a little browning on the ham. So anyway, the ham is from a food pantry donation. It's actually from the one that is left here by my door once a month. And so are the potatoes. The Brussels sprouts I had in the freezer. And they are from my subscriber who sent me the Instacart delivery. That came real late at night, y'all, so I didn't film it. The delivery wasn't made until about 10:30. It was from one of my good subscribers who's been with me from the very beginning, and she has sent me several Instacart deliveries. So thank you so much, Brenda, for that. But I wanted to show y'all this little ham. So this is the can. It's called a Bristol cooked ham. Water added, smoke flavoring added. I don't need that. Can't eat that. Let's see, what does it say? It said to just heat it to serve cold. You could actually just make like ham sandwiches with it. Or to serve hot. It said to cook it 15 minutes per pound, but I ended up cooking it an hour, even though it's only a 1 pound ham. I think, yeah, 1 pound. So I'm going to remove it and put it on my plate, and then I'll go over to my table and eat. So anyway, whenever I take a day off, I don't get dressed. I just stay in my robe and my gown all day because I'm in and out of bed all day. Y'all can see how tired I am. I'm very tired. Yesterday, Jill had a lot of laundry for me to fold, so I was in the bedroom folding the laundry, and so Issa came in there, and I said, "You want to help me, Issa? You know, I believe that you should teach your children how to do little simple chores." And he said, "Sure." So he was helping me fold, and I said, "Grandma's really tired today." And he said, "I know, Grandma, I can tell because you have dark circles under your eyes." So this is what the ham looks like. It's chopped ham. It's delicious. It's salty, but ham wouldn't be ham, would it, if it didn't have some sodium in it? And then the little sweet potatoes. I just put one on my plate, but I probably will eat the other one. I'm out of butter, y'all. I've got to go to the grocery store. Payday's Monday, Lord, and I'm counting down until the day. I got to go stock my refrigerator. My pantry is well stocked. And I want to give thanks to Maureen and to Brenda for that because y'all have been sending me food. Thank you so much. But I just have to run and pick up, milk and eggs and butter, things like that. I'm debating on whether or not I want to switch to margarine. I don't know. Have y'all made the switch? Or are you willing to pay the high price for butter? I didn't even know what real butter was because Mama raised us on, well, back then it was called Oleo, or Bluebonnet Oleo, or Parquet. And that's what I bought. I didn't even know much about butter. You'd think that we would have been making it growing up on a farm, and my uncle even owned a dairy farm. But that was then and this is now. So I'm just debating on whether or not to save a few dollars on a pound and switch over to margarine or just stay with butter. But anyway, the night that the Instacart food was to be delivered, I was babysitting. Jill and Husani had gone out to dinner. So I figured they'd be home around 10 or 11. And Brenda was trying to set it up to be delivered the next morning. But she called me about nine o'clock or 9:30, and she said, Glenda, the only time Instacart can make the delivery is tonight at 10:30 p.m. I said, that's fine. Go ahead and let them deliver it. I said, I'll be home, anywhere between 10:30 and 11 or 11:30. I said, it'll be fine. We have cameras on the property, so don't worry about it. So I got home at 11:30 and pulled into my parking space, y'all, and there was a woman rummaging through the bags outside my door. So I jumped out of the car and I said, that's my food. She was getting ready to walk off with it. And one of the bags had split open, so I think she was trying to stuff, all the food into another bag. And she said, she said, don't you remember me? I met you. And she said, I saw that you weren't home, so I was just going to take the food home and keep it so that it would be safe. I said, no, you don't have to do that. I said, it's fine. I said, yeah, I remember you. Well, I had met her and a friend of hers a few months ago. They were walking down the sidewalk, and they were asking me about the apartment and how much it's the rent and all of that, and I was telling them. And she told me that her name was Precious, and that she lives over in Newcastle, which is just a couple of blocks over, and it's a bad area. I have to admit it. It's no place that you want to be walking the streets at night. And she was telling me that she paid $2,000 a month, and it's these apartment buildings above some stores. They aren't very nice either, so I can't imagine why she's having to pay so much rent. And so I asked her, I said, are you hungry? And because I figured she was going to steal it. And she said, yes, I'm hungry. I said, come in, I'll give you some food. So I brought her inside, and she helped me bring the food up. So I went through some of the pantry food that I have that was donated to me. The bag that I get once a month that the ham came in, but I didn't give her the ham. But I just went through it, and she picked out what she wanted. There were some things that, I tried to give her, like the canned carrots or the canned mixed vegetables. She didn't want it. She wanted she took the fruit, and she took some of the tuna and some of the canned chicken and a couple of other items that I don't use. So she said, yeah, I'm hungry. She said, my rent, takes all my money, and I don't get that many food stamps. And I said, okay, well, I appreciate you offering to keep my food safe until I got home, but so I had a $20 bill in my purse, so I reached in there and got it out and handed her the 20, and she started crying. And she hugged my neck, and so I said, what? I had forgotten her name. I said, what was your name again? And she said, Angel. And then I remembered when I had met her a few months ago, she told me her name was Precious. So I was met at the door by an Angel who was trying to steal my Instacart food. But anyway, these Brussels sprouts are delicious, Brenda, so thank you for these. Brenda sent me a lot of stuff, a lot of mixed, a lot of frozen vegetables and milk and more of the Dunkin' Donuts cream. And I sure am enjoying everything. So I will leave the links to where you can get free food in your area. And make sure that if you need it, that you do partake in it, because it is, the churches get it from a grant by the federal government. And if they don't have any people there to take the food, then they don't get the grant. So actually, if you go to get the food, you're not stealing it or taking it away from somebody who needs it. You are actually providing the grant so that they can buy more food for more people. So y'all, please give me a thumbs up and share, and just know how much I love you. And if you're new here, please subscribe. And if you've been around for a while and you haven't subscribed, please do so. and you just keep on coming back.